Guys, and welcome back to the Saints View, the channel for Southampton content. And we preview Saturday's Premier League game against Manchester United. It is the early kickoff at St Mary's in front of the BT Sport cameras, and I'm pretty confident in a strange little way actually for this one. Now before we talk Man United, let's talk Fulham first. Through in the cup, thank God, and it was a pretty comfortable second half, let's not lie about it, and 1-0 probably flatters Fulham quite a bit, but a little bit worrying that we couldn't take our chances, just a tad. But of course it doesn't matter with the Carabao Cup, as long as you win your game, you're through, and we are of course through to the next round. Now I'm filming this before the cup draw, so I don't know who we've got in the next round, but it's quite irrelevant to this game anyways. But that's 2 wins now in 4 days, away from home as well, 2 clean sheets. Confidence, I really do think it helps with the confidence, and we are going into Manchester United a confident side. Of course, the result at Craven Cottage was overshadowed slightly by the injury to Nathan Redmond. It looks like he'll be missing Man United and potentially some games after the international break. We'll have to see how dire the situation actually is. Like I say, filming this before Thursday, so press conference hasn't come out yet, so we don't actually know as I'm filming this situation with Redmond. And Manchester United have their own injury concerns. Ex-Saint Luke Shaw will miss the game, and it also looks like Anthony Martial will also miss the game on Saturday. He picked up a thigh injury in their latest game, which was a 2-1 defeat to Crystal Palace. Man United also don't have Romelu Lukaku, who went to Inter in the summer, so that's one player who tends to score against us who will not be playing on Saturday, so hopefully that could be a good sign for things to come. But let's talk about Manchester United. They haven't been convincing for me so far. 1 win, 1 draw and 1 defeat in the league in their first 3 games. Now battered Chelsea at home, but the scoreline flattered them a bit, because I thought Chelsea made a decent account of themselves. United just were quite clinical. And then against Wolves had a penalty that they could have missed, so could have won that game, but overall was quite even against what looked like a decent Wolves side, but still a bit tired from their Europa League commitment. And then Palace, the wheels just came off. I mean, they dominated the game, but 3 shots on target from 22 shots, very, very poor, especially at home against the Palace side, who didn't do too much, but of course you wouldn't expect them to. But they took their chances. They scored the winner thanks to a De Gea mistake, so that's another talking point. But yeah, very poor from them last weekend, so we'll have to see whether they are looking to make a reaction or their confidence is knocked. And you'd like to think it's the latter, because many times recently this Man United team has been publicly addressed as having a poor mentality. So hopefully coming to Saturday they're still sort of weak. Now over the years we've always given United a decent game. I don't really think we've been battered once since our promotion. Haven't really won that many times, haven't won at St Mary's against them at all, if I remember correctly. Last 5 games, a couple of draws, a couple of losses, you know, it's quite standard against a top 6 side, but they are one of the top 6 teams that we tend to do well against, and I back us to do well against them again on Saturday. Now we haven't actually beaten them for 3.5 years. The last time we won was of course at Old Trafford when Austin scored on his debut, but it finally feels like Saturday could be that game where we beat them, especially at St Mary's for the first time in I don't know how long. So yeah, really looking forward to it. Of course Redmond will be a big miss, but we now have Djenepo and Boufal who can come in, so I'm not that worried when it comes to just this game. We'll obviously have to see how long he'll be out for. Now my prediction, like I've said, and you can probably tell, I'm confident for this one. You know, confident to get a result, not necessarily a win, but I think we can definitely give them a really good game. And they just seem really feeble at the moment. It's just not going right at Manchester United. I think Solskjaer's a bit of a fraud, but we'll see how they set up on Saturday. But a couple of injury worries for them. They've got to play Ashley Young now, which is good for us. Yeah, I do think it's all going in our favour. Like I said earlier, 2 wins in 4 days, really positive for the mentality and the confidence. So I'm going to go for a very, very optimistic 2-1 win to the Saints. I do think we'll get a result from this one. And if we can go into that international break with 6 points from 4 games, you know, that's a decent account of ourselves if you look at the fact that we lost our first 2 games. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Do let us know your score predictions in the comment section below. Like the video if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you tomorrow for our preferred 11.